Ladies and gentlemen, this is G2 Gaming. The Gandyman once again is speaking. Right now we're getting ready to go over my top 5 most anticipated games of the coming, let's say, 5 months or so. Because some of this won't come out until next year, beginning of next year. But most of it comes out before or between now and November. So let's go and let's get started with my top 5 most anticipated games. Alright, so at number 5, what we have is Battlefield 4. Now, I've never really played any Battlefield in my life. I heard Battlefield 1 was okay, and Battlefield 2, Bad Company, was really good, and Battlefield 3 was pretty good as well. And I hear people giving praise to Battlefield for the destructive environments and all that kind of stuff, and all that stuff sounds cool. And that wasn't enough for me to go out and get Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 2 or whatever. But when I saw footage for Battlefield 4 come out and all of this stuff was for Battlefield 4, PlayStation 4 and all that kind of stuff, I was blown away. The graphics were amazing. I like first-person shooters, although they're not my favorite thing in the world. I do like them. I'm not a very big online player, but I will play online every once in a while. Black Ops, the original one, was my favorite multiplayer online game that I've ever played. But that being said, Battlefield 4 looks amazing. The storyline, from what I saw in the very first clip they put out, it looked pretty good. I mean, once again, the graphics are pretty good. It's the next generation graphics, so you would imagine that they'd be pretty good. And then in E3, when I saw the multiplayer, I thought the multiplayer looked pretty good. The graphics with the building falling down, I was like, dude, that is like amazing. So I'm looking forward to playing Battlefield 4. I will definitely be getting this game. I'm not gonna pre-order it, but definitely be getting the game. So that Battlefield 4, my number 5 most anticipated game of the coming year, that comes out on October 29th, and there will be another game coming out on that same day that I have to get as well.
You'll back me up, right?
Alright, now coming in at number 4, it's Infamous Second Son. Now, in my top 10 video games of all time, I said that one of my favorite games, tied for the number 10 spot, was Infamous 2. Infamous is a really good game. It's an open world game, and I love all of the stuff that Infamous does. Cole is one of my favorite characters in any video game, but I thought his powers were, I mean, I love the powers of electricity and all that, but Delson's powers in Second Son are just completely cool, and I think are twice as good or twice as better as Cole's powers in Infamous 1 and 2. Now, that being said, Infamous 2 was a great game, but Infamous Second Son, I am so excited to see. The graphics on the PS4 when they showed it at E3 were amazing. I loved them. The power, the smoke power, you can also get the powers of others. I mean, that was just cool. So, Infamous Second Son is probably going to be one of my favorite games of next year, and that's coming out next year, actually. Everything that I've read and everything that I've listened to and watched all says that it's going to be coming out February, March timeframe of next year, which I'm really hoping. I can't wait to get my hands on the PS4 to play this game. Everybody said that it looked great at E3, and I have no doubts. This game looks terrific. So that being said, Infamous Second Son coming in at number 4. There we go.
You are not in control.
Alright, now coming in at number 3 is actually a game I never thought I would consider. Grand Theft Auto 5. I've never played a Grand Theft Auto game in my life. And it was one of those games, the reason why is not because it was an open world game. I love open world games. But the reason why is because previous Grand Theft Autos got a bad rep, and I wasn't all about that image that it was kind of putting out there, if there was even specifically an image. But Grand Theft Auto 5 looks terrific. It's an open world game, and I played Red Dead Redemption, and everybody was like, man, that's the Western version of Grand Theft Auto, and I'm like, really? Then whatever. So Grand Theft Auto 5 is actually number 3 and not higher up on my list because it's not a game that I've played, and it's not... I haven't been following it as long. Chances are if I have been following it as long as I had the other two, or even, yeah, the other two, the ones that are placed higher up on this list, then I would think it would be higher up on this list. Maybe tied for number 2, maybe tied for number 1. But I haven't been following it very closely for very long. I've been following it since about April timeframe, and every other game that's higher up, the top 2 games on this list, I've been following longer than that. Now, that being said, I love the idea how you can customize cars. I love how you can fly and do almost everything and anything in this game. I do hope there's not going to be just golfing, just tennis, just bike riding, just parachuting off this mountain. I mean, in all reality, I really do hope that there's some basketball in there because I love basketball. Basketball has got to be a pickup. I mean, it's a pickup game. Come on, let's go. I won't be disappointed if there's not, but I would love to see it in there. I love playing basketball in real life, and I think Grand Theft Auto having all these options is just amazing. Another thing that I really picked up on was they showed footage of you scuba diving. Now, I really do scuba dive in real life, and I love it. If this game can pull off scuba diving, I think this game is a hands-down winner. There's still a lot that I could say about this game. The graphics, now, they're not going to be... It's not going to be on the PS4 or the Xbox One. As of right now, it's just going to be on the current generation games, the Xbox 360, the PS3. But the graphics look pretty good. It looks to be like it's going to be an open world game for the ages. The map is supposed to be huge, and I love a lot of things to do. You can hunt, play golf, play tennis, bike ride, scuba dive, parachute. There's so much stuff that you can do in here. It's not even funny. But anyways, like I said, Grand Theft Auto 5 coming in at number 3. I wish it was higher up, but there's 2 games that beat it out. And if you watch my top 10 games of all time, you'll know why at least one of those games beat it out. Alright, coming in at number 2, we have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Now this game looks so good, it's not even funny. But the reason why this game is at number 2 and not at number 1 is for a very specific reason. First of all, I love Assassin's Creed. I think they're one of my favorite, if not my favorite, open world games of all time. Now, that being said, Assassin's Creed 3 fell flat. Everybody knows it. I know it. And that is why this game is number 2. Now, the reason why this game isn't even lower on this list is because it's about pirates. I love pirates. And to that I say, have been waiting for a game like this to really come into this world. Now, seriously, this game is massive. The map in this game is supposed to be huge, and I think this game is going to be one of the games for the ages, especially this generation. And I know it's a cross-generation game. It'll come out for the PlayStation 4, which I cannot wait. I'll be getting this game for the PS3 and the PS4. The graphics are going to look different, and they're supposedly supposed to be a lot better on the PS4, and I can't wait. Now, once again, Assassin's Creed 3 fell flat, and one of the reasons I didn't like Assassin's Creed 3 as much is because I did not like Haytham Kenway. I thought he was a stuck-up character, and he didn't really do much for it. Yeah, he's the reason we have Connor. But, anyways, now, Ubisoft is trying to go on a Kenway family saga. Now, I hope to God that does not mean they're going to make a whole game strictly about Haytham. And if that's the case, why? Just leave it at Haytham in Assassin's Creed 3 and be at that. Now, that being said as well, Edward Kenway, he looks like a complete BA. 4 pistols, 2 swords. I think it's going to be one of the best games to come out this year. But I also think Ubisoft has to be very careful with this game. This game, if it's right, if everything's great, then it'll be such a good game, it's not even funny. It'll be a serious game of the year contender. Now, if anything is wrong, especially if the naval system is bad, which I don't think it is, will be, but if anything is even remotely wrong, this game could bust so quickly, it's not even funny. I hope to God that doesn't happen, because this series is amazing. Now, that being said, once again, it's in the Caribbean. I love the Caribbean. I lived a good chunk of my life in the Caribbean, and I love it. I think if this game can capture the sense of the Caribbean well, it'll be an amazing game as well. Now, the ships, to be honest, I did not like the naval combat in Assassin's Creed 3 that much. I didn't think it was necessary, but in this game, it's necessary, so I think I'm going to like it. Now, you're Edward Kenway, the grandfather of Connor, and which I think is going to be a good storyline, and he's a pirate. He's not an assassin. Now, he gets into the assassin order eventually, and but it's going to be hard to really see how he gets into the assassin order, because based on what I know of the Assassin's Creed order and all that kind of stuff, a pirate's life is not a life for Assassin's Creed. Now, one thing I will say about this game is they finally got the running animation right. Now, I know that might be a little bit silly to hear, but in Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelation, and 3, I thought their running did not look good at all. It was just like this little frantic hand gesture at the end of each stride, and I'm like, what? That doesn't even look like he's actually running. But in this game, they look like they got it right. Now, I've pre-ordered this game, and I cannot wait for this game to come out October 29th. It's going to be a good game. Let's do this thing. Alright, and now coming in at number 1, you have Watch Dogs. Now, the reason why this game is number 1 is because I've been following this game since E3 of 2012. When they showed this game in E3 of 2012, I thought it was amazing. The graphics were amazing. The concept was amazing. Everything about this game looks amazing. Now, this game is making a pretty big deal, and it's actually becoming one of the more overrated games, but this, by far, is my most anticipated game in the coming months. Now, this game is supposed to come out for the PS4, the PS3, the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, all across the board. And one of the things that I cannot believe is when I saw this, I was like, before I saw this, I was thinking, you know, it would be cool to make a game with computers and how you can hack into things and all that. And then lo and behold, this game comes out E3 2012. I'm like, are you kidding me? You were like reading my mind. Anyways, I cannot believe that no other game has done this. Like, there might have been a few other games that have actually got the hacking down and all that kind of stuff, and but none to this degree. And I was blown away when I saw this because the graphics are amazing. The concept is amazing, like I said at the beginning of this. Now, this game, open world game, graphics are amazing. It's supposed to be better for the PS4 than it is on the PS3. This game I'll be getting for both the PS3 and the PS4. It's just, I can't wait for this game. There's nothing else I can say about this game. I'll be rambling on as much as I can. This game is amazing. Number 1 most anticipated game coming out in November. Alrighty, ladies and germs, that was my top 5 most anticipated games of the coming months. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. I can't wait for these games to come out, and Leave a like, leave a comment, leave whatever, ladies and germs. I hope you guys once again enjoyed it. But peace and adios until next time.